Hey, what's up everybody? This is Berserk501 and today I want to go over a early build slash playstyle that I think is going to be incredibly strong for leveling up and questing in New World. Now, like I've said in previous videos, since New World is so close to release, I don't think there's going to be any massive changes between the beta and launch. There could be some balance changes, some bug fixes, but overall, this is still probably going to be very close to the same thing that it is right now in the beta. So I do think this will be a very strong strategy and build for starting off in New World and getting up to max level and endgame as quickly as possible. And this is mainly just going to be focused on the weapon and the weapon skill tree. So we are going to be using a hatchet. Now, first off, the hatchet damage scales of strength and dexterity, so you can choose to go into whichever one you want. Now, seeing how this plays, I'm thinking that it's probably going to be better to go into dexterity, which is what I'm going into right now, and probably have a lighter armor set instead of going heavier armor, because I do think the hatchet plays better, at least this type of playstyle plays better with being able to move around a little bit better. But it's probably not going to make that massive of a difference, and while leveling up, you're not going to really have the option to choose whatever you want to make a build, so you kind of just got to go with what you get. And this build is focused on the Berserk ability, and at baseline, this triggers a Berserk mode that increases all attack damage by 20% while active. Berserk mode will be active for 15 seconds, then the cooldown will trigger once Berserk ends, so the cooldown doesn't start refreshing until the ability ends, so you use it for 15 seconds, then the 15-second refresh starts. And just baseline, this is a really strong ability. There's not tons of abilities in the game that just activate a damage buff like this, so just baseline, it's already pretty strong. Then when you go into the upgrades of this ability, it gets pretty ridiculous, and this is where this gets incredibly strong for running around questing and just leveling up into the end game. So first off, we get a 20% increase in movement speed while we're in Berserk mode. Now this not only helps from going to enemy and getting there faster, but also if you're just running down roads going to the next quest area, going back to town, being able to pop a 20% movement speed buff that lasts for 15 seconds every 30 seconds is pretty massive, because there's not a lot of movement speed increases or ways to travel faster, at least early on. So this is going to help with that. And also most of this that I'm talking about is being talked about through the lens of PvE. I haven't done much PvP, and most likely there will be completely specific builds for PvP. So I'm just specifically talking about leveling up through PvE through questing. Then we have Berserking Refresh. While Berserk is active, gain a portion of your health back every 5 seconds. Amount of health gained increases by how long Berserk is active. So I'm not exactly certain if there's ways to increase the duration of Berserk or anything like that, but this gives a massive amount of health back. You will get probably 25% or maybe a little bit more of your health in that 15 seconds of Berserk. You'll see in some of the footage that I have that when you have Berserk active, you legitimately don't have to care about getting hit. You don't have to dodge, you don't have to do any of that. Against PvE mobs, you just spam left click on them and this will keep you healed up. Having this and your heal over time food on you, and you don't have to worry about your health at all. And that's pretty massive for questing and just killing mobs out in the world, leveling up, because removing as much downtime as you possibly can is going to allow you to level up so much quicker. And then we have Berserking Purge. Triggering Berserk removes all crowd control effects, stuns, slows, roots from the player. So this is really nice if you already got hit by a stun, or if you're going to be doing any PvP at all. This will actually be incredibly strong for that. But it's not going to be super useful in PvE because of the next thing we have. So the final part is uninterruptible Berserk. While in Berserk, your attacks are uninterruptible and you can't be staggered. So essentially when facing any PvE mobs, you just pop Berserk and you left click. You're not going to get staggered. You're going to be completely interruptible and you're just going to be spamming left click. So putting up all these buffs together, you're going to pop Berserk, which is going to give you a damage buff. You're going to get a movement increase. You're going to get a massive amount of healing, and then you're not going to be able to be staggered, and you're going to be uninterruptible, making it so you're just going to be spamming left click and nothing's going to be able to stop you. And just using Berserk and all of its upgrades are going to be strong by itself. And that's only going to take you 5 points. You only have to level up your hatchet 5 times, which when starting out the game, you'll get that pretty quickly. Just doing your questing, you'll get level 5 super quickly. And this is going to massively increase your ability to just kill enemies, finish your quest, get to areas quicker, and just level up quicker. Using this compared to every other weapon I've used so far and every other build I've tried, nothing even comes comes close to how consistent this makes questing and just killing PvE enemies out in the world. And that's just the first 5. And I just started using this as well. So after I went fully into Berserk, I'm now going into Raging Torrent, which you just do 4 attacks very quickly that do 90% weapon damage. You also get a speed boost after using Raging Torrent as well. And I'm probably going to go more into this and then just try to get as many damage buffs as I possibly can, so I can just run around and kill things as quick as I possibly can. So that's pretty much all I want to go over for this video. Just a very early build for starting off a New World. I think this is going to be incredibly strong, especially for starting off. Even mid-game and getting into the late game, I think this is still going to be very, very good. And I think once you're able to get some higher tier hatchets, get some gems in them with different effects, get some perks on them, I think you're going to be able to increase the power of this massively. Because the hatchet already attacks very quickly by itself. You can add in the Raging Torrent for this. You can get damage on hit procs, massively increase your damage, and maybe get some more lifesteal if you really need that, just to make a very strong Berserk build. So subscribe if you want to see more New World or other MMO videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about this early build for New World, and thanks for watching.